Hey, it's me again, Furry Face. Got some things to talk about. Subject is dumpster diving. So if you do that, there's a couple of things you gotta know. Uh, and if you smoke, another thing. But anyway, first thing is the hook stick. You have to make a hook stick. This is made just a piece of wood and a curtain rod holder, but it works, you know. That's the hook bags up that are too deep in the dumpster. I'm short, so I can't reach half the shit, and the dumpsters are quite tall, like up to my chest or something, you know. So I have to use the hook stick to pull bags up to the surface so I can check them out for cans, bottles, whatever, you know. But that's the old hook stick. Now I have this new improved hook stick with this giant hook in the end. Squeak, squeak. It's kind of loose now. I've got to tighten it with vice grips again. I squished the aluminum rod around the hook. It's one of these hooks you screw into a beam to hold a punching bag or some bloody thing. But anyway, I got it on this, and it's a two-part rod. This clips into the other part, so it's nice and long, which is great for reaching back in awkward places or for picking up cans on the bottom of the bin where people just chuck them in without a bag or anything. Because, well, I think I have a can. Hang on. Yeah. I got one. Oh. Anyway, when it's lying down, you have to angle it so that it hooks in the lip, and then you bring it up. And it's hard to get it off sometimes. You gotta wrestle with it, but, you know, it's like fishing. Yeah. Wonder if they're biting today, you know. Oh, I got one, yeah. Anyway, it's more fun bringing up a 20-cent can than it is fighting for a 5-cent can, but anyway. That's my hook sticks. The other tip is if you smoke, sometimes you get soggy butts or damp butts where you can't really smoke them like that because they go out and you can't light it properly. You can use the microwave, but you have to be careful. You don't use it for minutes. No, because you'll burn it. You'll burn a hole in the bottom of your plastic container you got the butts in. Only 10 to 12 second intervals at the most. That's it, you know. And you can put the whole butts in the container and use that, or you can empty the tobacco out of the butts, make a pile, put it in a little container, plastic, and then put it in the microwave. 10 to 12 seconds tops. Take it out, stir it with a fork or something because it's going to be hot for your fingers. Let it get back to room temperature. Mix it up a little. If it's still too damp, put it back in another 10 to 12 seconds. Repeat the process until the tobacco is the right consistency for rolling. And voila, you've got your tobacco you can still smoke, you know. That's for you hardcore smokers like myself. Fuck. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to smoke because you can't afford to buy this shit. Otherwise, you wouldn't be dumpster diving, would you? You know? Ha! Anyway. The other thing is, be careful. Don't stick your hand in shit that you can't see. Because people put everything in bags. Broken glass, just about anything, you know? I haven't come across too many needles. That's good. But, you know, but I have come across, like, broken glass. And I have cut my fingers before. So a good thing to bring is a small first aid kit or at least some Band-Aids anyway. It can be helpful if you cut yourself and you got to apply something to stop the bleeding, you know. It helps. What else? You don't necessarily have to wear gloves, but you watch what you're doing, you know. Food, you got to check that real carefully. Like drinks. People always think if something's yellow because somebody peed in it. Not always. There's a lot of paranoia going on. But if it's a small lid container, you know, a very small hole in the top, it's less likely that somebody would pee in that. It's easier to pee outdoors than pee in a small open bottle. But a large opening and it's yellow inside, okay, I might worry about that one. There's always the smell test, the taste test, that kind of stuff for certain stuff. When it's dark out, yeah, I got fooled once. I brought home a bunch of lemons because I thought they were small potatoes until I got them home under proper lighting conditions. Then you check that stuff out more thoroughly, you know. Oh, and don't forget to feed the animals too. They're starving. Fuck. So when you get a chance, leave something on top of the dumpster sometimes. Bits of bread or something. Squirrels will eat it. Seagulls, birds will eat it, raccoons, whatever. I've seen a cat once go on top of a dumpster where I put bread, so he must have been pretty hungry, you know. But yeah, animals are. They don't always find food every day, Neither do I, but anyway. But when I find bread and it's fresh enough for me to eat, then it's good for the animals. I won't give anything to an animal that I wouldn't eat myself. It's like, forget it. Oh, and seagulls like bananas, yeah. Pieces of banana, you peel it, of course, and take pieces and just chuck them out. They'll eat it, and they love that because it's soft. And grapes, yeah, found out about that lately. It was funny at first. A crowd of seagulls gather around you, throw out the grapes, and they're all looking at it like, what the hell's this shit? Because it's rolling. The grapes roll. So they step out of the way. They only take the grape when it comes to a standstill. But they ate them, because it's soft too. The green grapes, more sweeter, I guess. And didn't try it with purple grapes yet. But bananas they love, and grapes they'll eat too. Hell, they'll even eat potato chips. But, you can't give them stuff too hard to chew. They only got beaks. I remember one of them only had one leg. There you see some crippled bird sometimes. So I tried to throw bread to him, and, well, he got most of it so good, and I gave some to the others. And you have to spread the bread out evenly, because quite a few seagulls will gather sometimes. And they're so adorable looking at you, waiting for the next crumb to come by. And I take apart the bread, put it like a clump of together, but don't squeeze it, just loosely. So when you toss it, it sprinkles out in a larger area, so more seagulls can have some. And throwing one piece at a time is useless. And you can't throw them too big of a piece, because they got to tear that apart, Anyway, what else? Yeah, I wanted to buy peanuts at IGA, but forget it. They only sell it by the huge sack. Like I'm going to pay, what, $14 for this huge bag of freaking peanuts? It's too big. I've got to find like a 1 kilogram or 2 kilogram bag. I have to shop elsewhere if I want peanuts for the squirrels. Because there's 2 places I feed the animals, well, a few. Parking lots to shopping malls or grocery stores. Seagulls like to gather around there. And they usually have lookouts. Like there's seagulls that stay on top of the light posts really high. And they just look out all day, pretty much. When you throw something out, they swoop down, and then the others see that one swooping down, so they come over too. So you have a whole bunch of them to feed. One was dramatic once. It was like, the wings, I could hear the wings, And it was only a few feet away, and I threw him a piece of bread. He caught it and banked off to the side. That was fucking great. Once in a while, you see a nice piece of nature, makes you appreciate life a little more, especially when your life is shitty like mine. Or I wouldn't be dumpster diving if I had what I needed. It's like shit. So I have to, just to find shit. Once in a while I find a computer. I've learned computers by myself or self-taught for like 20 years or something. So I'm good at fixing old computers and stuff. I won't touch people's gaming systems of today. I don't want to fuck up anything because they're too expensive and they're also too new. So I don't have parts for those anyway. But for old systems I do. I want to get hold of a 386 or something with a turbo button one day. Yeah, I love DOS and playing with that too. Anyway, well, I just put Windows 10 on this unit. Finally. Yeah, got the internet and the phone straightened out. Ooh, I can hear the dial tone. Yay! Because for a while I had no phone for like 3 days in a row or 4 days. You ever try to phone a provider from a payphone? What a pain in the ass. Oh my God, you're standing there for like 25 minutes till it gets on. Fucking then you're waiting another 10 minutes. And it's, oh yeah, it's okay, we've changed it over. Because I had to change ADSL to VDSL to accommodate higher speed. Then he says, okay, everything's fine, go home, you'll have your internet and your phone. Okay, bye. I hung up, I'm happy, So I go home, nothing. No internet, no phone. It took a little while for that to actually come in. I was like, fuck. I had no phone still for almost another half a day or so. And the internet, same thing. And I tried all kinds of different Windows before and different operating systems. I thought it was on my end the problem, but no, the idiots didn't fucking connect things properly or stuff. Didn't push the right button at their headquarters or whatever. Ugh. Anyway, so now I got everything fixed up. My video's getting a bit long. So, furry face out. Hope you learned something. Anyway, see you later, other poor people. Bye for now.